in 2022, which is the first ever event, which was the first ever event in Lagos and attracted over 2,000 plus attendee. And one big achievement about Mr. David Awe is the youngest MVP for data platform in Africa, which he got that in 2021 till date. And currently, I'm looking forward to attending my first data fest in Lagos this coming month. Thank you for. We're happy to see you, Esther. Please, you have the floor. You have the mic now, sir. Thank you, sir.
Okay, thank you very much. So let me see if I can share my slides. Just let me know if you can hear me. Can you see my slides? Can you see my slides?
Yes, sir.
Okay, great. Okay, great. That's good. So let's see. Let me on my video so that you can see my video. Okay. So sorry, there's a little bit dark here. So sorry about that. So my friend has helped me with a little bit of lightning. So yeah. So thank you. Okay. So I know that you guys have learned a whole lot about data, so many things about data, AI, understanding different technologies and the rest. So we're going to be ending the different things about we're going to be ending everything that you need to understand about data. Why you're nesting, you want to get a job, you want to be able to do ABC depending on what you want to do. So we are trying as much as possible to say what is the usefulness of networking. Now, most of the time, when we ask people that network at an event, like the moderator said that he's looking forward to the first Data First Africa event happening next month. But one big question is that people always say, okay, you people said network. How do you network? What do you say? Why do we need to network? So those are the different questions that you always ask. Now, let me ask from the chat. I want you to type it in the chat. Have you always found yourself that you just don't know how to network? That you don't know how to talk to people? You don't even know what to say? Can you share an experience in the chat? Like say, oh yes, that is one big issue I have. That's why I don't go to events. That's why I don't go out. And for so many of us who are like introverts, we always say like, you know what? I can't go out. If I go out, I just keep quiet. Or if I don't go with a friend, I'm not going. So who are those type of people that have those type of challenges? Just say hi. You have that type of challenge, which is that you don't know how to network. Type it in the chat. I want to see, because I'm looking at the chat right now. As much as possible, I want us to be interactive. So let me know. Okay. Hi. Okay, good. So so let's see. Okay, I'm looking at it. Finding how to connect and relating with people. I don't know how to network. I am shy. Okay, good. Hi. Okay, good. So now let's go to the next one. So there's a lot about me. Don't worry about me. Just look for David Abo on Twitter or LinkedIn and you will know everything about me. So let me go to the next one. Okay. So, but the first thing that we want to look at is that one of the things we'll be talking about in the agenda is why, how, what are the value-based relationships that we're looking at, what are the communities that we are looking at, and let's say questions and answer. So now, but one thing is this. Yesterday, while I was also thinking about, I was trying to fine-tune my slide, something popped up in my head, and I want us to read this by Chinua Achebe. Chinua Achebe said something. He said that a man who calls his kinsmen to a feast does not do so to save them from starving, So it's not as if that they don't have food in their house. They have food in their house. But when we gather together in the moonlight village ground, it is not because of the moon. Everybody can see the moon from their own compound. We do so to come together because it is good to do so. That is the purpose of networking, because it is good to do so. And Chinua said that. So now you don't come out of your house because you need to come out. You have Netflix in your house, so it's not a must. You can actually even watch that event from your YouTube. You can watch it online. There's a virtual option, so it's not a must. You don't come out because there'll be food there. Nah, you have food at home. It's not a must. But we do that because it is important for us to do it. And why is it important is where we'll be going next. So why networking? One of the biggest problem with it is because you need to understand, okay, why am I speaking to this person? Why do I look forward to this person? If you don't understand what you look forward to, you're not doing anything. Okay, I look forward to speaking with this person, with this person, with this person. I look forward to, you need to understand why you want to network. We always understand that networking gives you opportunity, mentorship, and learning. But the first thing is okay, why? Okay, so for me, let's assume that I'm going to an event next and I'm saying, okay, I want to network because I'm looking for sponsors for, let's say, Data First, because as a co-founder of Data First Africa, I am looking for sponsors that will sponsor, let's say, 2025 Data First Africa. So if I'm going for an event, I'm just looking for sponsors. So I will not be speaking to somebody that is looking for a job. I will not be speaking to that kind of person. I'm speaking to the CEOs, the managers, or even the sponsors at an event to say, oh, there's an event coming up, I want you to sponsor. So something like that. Now, if I'm going to speak there, if I see a sponsor, I want to first learn why they're sponsoring this current event that I'm in. So I'm speaking to them, I'm learning about them. Then they ask me, oh, what do I do? Then I talk to them about what I do. And I'll tell them that, oh, okay, there's an event that you might like. And I talk to them. But if I'm going there, I need to hold, let's say, the sponsorship deck of that my own event. If I don't do that, you know what will happen? They'll tell me that, oh, I should send an email. Now, immediately they say I should send an email, then there's a big problem. You know why? Because I can send an email and nobody respond. I can send an email. So you have to understand the why. If I understand the why, okay, good. I am going there because I want to make friends within the data space. Okay, good. So immediately you go there, you're already saying you sit down with people. You sit down with people and say, okay, I'm sitting down with somebody. Say, hi, how are you? My name is this. What is your name? What do you do? Oh, okay. Oh, this is it. Okay, I would love to talk to you after the event. Or can we connect on LinkedIn? Then you immediately connect on LinkedIn. And you make sure also your own LinkedIn is intact. If I connect with you on LinkedIn and I see that this person does not even have anything, this person does not say anything on LinkedIn, this person is just connecting with me on LinkedIn, there's nothing there, I will connect with you, but I will not chat with you. You know why? Because there's nothing even on your LinkedIn. And it's just like IG. So let me give you, for example, like IG. So we have Zainab here. Zainab Mustafa is here. Now, let's assume that I want to talk to Zainab and I am on IG. That is Instagram. I'm going to go to Zainab Andu. I'm going to look at all our pictures. Let's now assume that Zainab is, let's say, she loves hiking. She loves hiking. So now I look at all our pictures. Our pictures around hiking, doing some other things, just energy type of content. That's what she put out. Now, if I am not even an hiking person, I have to start thinking that, okay, what are the type of hike type conversation that I can have with Zainab? That will first bring about the first connection. Now, I saw somebody asking that, how do I even kickstart the conversation? Kickstarting the conversation is as easy. Hi, my name is David Abo. What's your name? It's an event. It's an event. Everybody will be free with you. It's different from, so let me tell you this now. So the person that asked this question is Victory. Now, if I see Victory in church and I say, hi, Victory, my name is David, it's easy. Victory will say, hi, my name is David. You know why? Because it's in church. But if I see the same Victory on the street of Lagos in Oshodi, Victory, if I say, hi, my name is David, Victory, will you reply me? In Oshodi, on that bridge, will you reply me, Victory? You will not reply me. The probability of even you replying me, you'll just be laughing. You will even run away. Why? Because the environment alone, exactly. So you will first look at me and first understand that, will this guy take my phone? So there's so many things that you're looking at. And that is why you're looking at me is because of your appearance, which means that the first thing is that you have to appear good. So if you're going for an event, you appear good. Like, you appear good. One of the things that makes even people talk to people is because of their appearance. It's not as that you're lying. You're just appearing good. It's just the same clothes that you wear maybe on a Sunday or on when you're going for a party. You appear good. You just don't appear shabbily. Because you're looking for a job, it doesn't mean that you should appear shabbily. For some people, like now, if I am going for an event, here I am here now in Canada, I prefer going to an event wearing my traditional wears. If I wear my traditional wears in a tech event, people will first say, hi, where are you from? Are you from Africa? That's the first thing they'll say. So he said, yeah, I'm from Nigeria. It's like, oh, nice to meet you. And we talk from there. You have to be able to open up conversation without even opening up conversation. Sometimes I'm speaking to somebody, like yesterday, I remember I was having a talk with somebody, and the person, when we came on, he saw that I'm wearing a Liverpool jersey. He said, oh, you're a Liverpool jersey. I said, you're a Liverpool fan. I said, yeah, I'm a Liverpool fan. He said, which fan are you? We're Arsenal. Then we talked about Liverpool and Arsenal for 5 minutes without even talking about what we want to discuss. There was a time also I had a conversation, first time conversation, I wore Liverpool jersey too. And I was talking to a big manager at Microsoft. This person was a close friend to Zidane, to the point that this person were talking about Real Madrid and Liverpool, and he went to bring pictures of him and Zidane, him and different players, him and Ronaldo and all those things like that. And he was showing me from the camera. We have not talked about why we came on the call. That is how you build conversation. Conversation has nothing to be serious about. It just has to be something simple. Some people have gotten jobs just because they are a Liverpool fan or they are a Man U fan. Some people got jobs because they are from OAU. Like, you are OAU, I graduated from OAU, you get a job. You don't make it serious. Networking is as simple as talking to somebody. It's as simple as that. I'm just talking to somebody. So that is the why. I want you to understand the why. Now, what are the tips? I'm going to be listing so many tips for you. You can write them down. Exactly. I love what Mustafa said. Mustafa said, I think it's about identifying a common interest between two parties and talking about it. And now, because you're in the data space and you go to Data First Africa, what is the common interest both of you are talking about? Everybody, type it in the chat. You go to Data First Africa and you're a data professional. What it is that you guys will be talking about? Data. It's as simple as that. It's as simple as that. Data. Exactly. Data. So you should not be afraid to have that conversation. Hi, I'm a data analyst. Oh, you're a data scientist. Oh, you're a data engineer. Oh, I'm an AI person. Oh, I would love to. I was trying to do something with this. Do you have an experience? Do you have an experience? Everybody talk together. Before you know, the next day that you're coming in day 2 of Data First Africa, you can come with your laptop and reach out to him and you talk about it. Conversations that both of you connect with is simple. Before you know, somebody will say, oh, which state are you from? Oh, you're from Edo State. Oh, I'm from Edo State. We're in Edo State. Before you know, you guys are brothers. Before you know, you guys go out and you guys will just leave Data First Africa and just become brothers from there. It's as simple as that. Don't be serious about it. It's just flow. It's just flow. Just go with the flow and you're good. So what is the first tip that we have? the value of networking. You need to understand that there's so many jobs that people don't talk about. Yes, they just talk about it as when they see somebody that can do it. Or maybe they just know that, oh, there will be a job coming up in 2025. And because they're talking to you at Data First Africa, their mind is already thinking about that. Oh, this person might make sense for that job coming up. But they will not tell you about it. They'll just like, oh, they'll just keep talking with you. And in 2025, you just see me. You just see the person saying, hi, oh, there's this job. I remember that you're talking about this, and I felt that maybe you'll be the best person that I should talk to. It's as simple as that. Let me give you an example. There was somebody that I went to Toronto, um, and we're having discussions about job and stuff like that. That was was it February or April? I can't remember. Then last month or this month, I can't even remember. Last month or this month or early this month, the person reached out to me on WhatsApp and said, "Hey, David, a new job just opened in my department, and I want you to apply for it. I will make sure that you get an interview opportunity." That was it. The person did not even say too much. The person just called me and said, "Hi, David, that week I got 2 opportunities to work. You know why? Because you have a previous conversation before, and it was just so easy to connect back." So always make sure that people know who you are. They are hidden job market. That is why you are networking. And also again, you are building relationship between mentors and peers. Always remember that it's always good for you to because you don't have a job, but you know Power Query very well. Like our moderator said, I love using Power Query. You get to Data First Africa and somebody said, I don't even know Power BI at all. And you say, me too, I've not gotten a job. Oh, you're now saying, I can't help you because me too, I've not gotten a job. No, 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 that is the wrong mindset. Oh, okay, let me help you. Let me help you. I have seen somebody that was teaching somebody. This is in finance, not in data now. My friend is a finance person. He was teaching somebody, all these exam, accounting exam that they do. And when he was teaching that person, the person had said, my friend name is Tunde. He said, hey, Tunde, there is an opportunity that I think that you will be good for. Funny how that job was what made him get to USA today. It's as simple, like he was teaching somebody, the person that he was teaching was the one who offered him a job in another place. You have to understand that it is a value-based networking. You don't just think that you don't help somebody. And one thing also again is that because you don't even love data doesn't mean you should not go to Data First Africa. There's so many of my friends that I met them because I went to a complete different event that is not related to my field. Always understand that you will always need people and your career will always change. Because you start in data doesn't mean that you end as a data engineer. You might end up going straight into finance, straight into marketing, straight into another level. And you might need those set of people that you've met along the way to help you from there. So always have that in mind. Now, also define your goals that you want. What do I want to gain from networking? Always remember that networking is the two-way. You are gaining, the other person is gaining. Is not always around, oh, what do I need to collect? Oh, you want to do networking because you're looking for a job. No, 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 no. Sometimes it might just be that you just want to volunteer for somebody, and you volunteer for that person might help you in so many ways that you don't know. Let me give you an example. There was one person I was speaking to on LinkedIn. It got to a time, the person said, oh, David, come to VI. Now I came to VI. The person paid for an event for me. I went into that event. I remember then I think it was 2017, 2018. Now, the person was the person that got me my first job. Funny how, got me my first job. The person, after 5 years, was one of the top people that came for my wedding. Is very big car, all those managers type of car. It was one that said, you know what, David, I'm giving you my car, use it for the wedding. Take it and use it for the wedding. Do you see how we went from being LinkedIn connection down to wedding, down to him being my senior brother? That's just how it works. Always understand that You need to understand why you are networking. What do you plan to gain? And who are the key people that you want to connect with? And always be strategic about them. Now, when we go to the next one is that attend data events and conferences. Remember, I told you, it is not a must you attend the one related to data space alone. You can go to accounting events, you can go to finance events, you can go to understand that. And this is something that I used to tell people, because you learn data doesn't mean you need to become a data analyst. No, you can become a project manager that understands data. You can become a sales manager that understands data. You can become an operation manager that understands data. You can even become a CEO that understands data. Understand that data is core to everybody. The day that we born, we become one. The day we die, we become zero. So we are all data from the beginning. So understand that. Don't think that because we are data people, we just need to be doing anything data analyst, data engineer. No. You can always merge. If you're an economist, you can always merge data to it. So you always think from that perspective. Somebody asks, can men also attend Shiko Africa? I don't know. I just typed there that I don't think that the people I'm meeting here are only men. So I'm just typing there like that. So you have Data First Africa, you have Shicode Africa, you have Power Platform Community Bootcamp, you have Fabric Meetup, you have DBT, you have AWS, you have Twitter Spaces, you have Textilers. There's so many events that I did not even put here. But always understand that you can attend any event. If you go to Eventbrite and search, you see events happening across Lagos, Nigeria, globally, that you can attend, even virtual or physical. Always understand that you can attend. There was a time that in 2019, I started attending Microsoft type of events. So Microsoft always do virtual events, and I will always attend Microsoft type of event. That is one of the things that even helped me getting to know so many things about Microsoft products, about Microsoft, and from there I was able to get into Microsoft. So always attend this sort of event. When you attend this sort of event, it makes you know things that are industry specific, because you need to understand industry standard events. Industry standard events. You need to understand industry standard events. If you don't understand industry standard events, it becomes a very, very big problem. Understand industry standard event. So because if you go to industry standard events, you understand what different people are doing in their different industries. You also understand what different companies are doing that you can put or you can add to your company's portfolio. You can say, oh, this company is doing A, let us do it, and stuff like that. um Eventbrite is a just go to Eventbrite. You see events happening in Lagos. Just type event happening in Lagos on Google, you will see Eventbrite come up there. Now, build your online presence. This is one big thing that people, even me, sometimes I don't even do them, and sometimes I do them. Most of the time I do them, but you need to understand like it's good for you to do it. Build your online presence. Now, one of the things you need to know also is that nobody know who you are except you say, this is who I am. So you have to come out to say, oh, I am David Abu. Everybody in the world see me, I am David Abu. And that way you do them through LinkedIn, Twitter, GitHub, Kaggle, IG, depending on where you're comfortable with. And even TikTok, depending on where you're comfortable with. But always even YouTube, just make sure that you are building an online presence. That is the only way people see it. Have you noticed, let me ask you, have you seen somebody that is not as good as you, but is making more sense, or that is getting more visibility than you? Have you noticed that? Anybody? That the person maybe technically might not be as good as you in something, but the person is just getting getting it one way or the other. You just notice that this person just gets it. But and it's not as if that the person is better than you. The only reason is because this person was talking when you were keeping quiet. When you were complaining about, oh, I don't know how to network, I don't know how to talk in public, I don't know how to do this, I don't know how to do this. The person too does not know how to do it though, but the person can just come out and say something. You just come out and say something. That is why you notice that when you're in class and a teacher asks a question and says, okay, what is ABC? It is only the people that talks or that answer are the people that the lecturers notice. If you're sitting down in class and you don't talk, nobody notices you. So you always understand. And that is why, you will always make sure that you speak out. Always make sure that you speak out. And the only way for you to speak out is through social media. Through tweeting, through commenting. You don't even need to post yourself. Just comment in people's posts. Comment in people's posts, then you build your online presence that way. That is how you build your online presence that way. It's so important. You build your online presence that way. Tim Tekwe asked this question, please, how do I come out of being introverted? I used to tell people that I am an introvert, but they don't believe. Now, I stay indoor more than I stay out. I go out. A lot of people don't believe, but even my wife did not believe. But she later understand that I am more inside. That like if you tell me to come outside, I will be thinking of why I should come outside because I prefer to be inside. I don't want to even come out. I prefer to be inside and making calls than be outside talking to you. But one thing I've understand that is that people will not know me if I don't come out. If I don't say the things I want to do, if I don't come out, people will not believe that I am smart. People will not believe that, oh, there's a good talent that is called David Abu. So the only way to do that is to come out of my shell and talk. It's just for you to talk. So Temi Tokwe, you just need to talk. You just need to go to an event and talk and talk and talk. It's as simple as that. You just need to talk. You just need to talk. And again, you can start even with volunteering. Volunteer in events. Go to event, volunteer. And it's not a must you volunteer for big events. Go to small events and volunteer. Build up your speaking energy from there. Then you go to big events to volunteer. That is how you do it. From there, you get better. Even also your church. Start from there. Some of us we like sitting down in church. Like you sit down. When they are done, you will take you will not attend youth service, you will not attend any service, you just sit down. After Sunday you run home. You don't build skill set like that. You have to come out and talk. Those are the simple places that you come out to talk. Simple places that you come out to talk. Now, also again on LinkedIn, if you go on LinkedIn alone, you need to have a professional picture. A professional picture. Then also your summary, then your skill sets, your accomplishments, and your skills. You need to be able to look at it and say, okay, these are the things. And always remember that they can always change. We are not saying write a summary that says that you're already an accomplished data analyst. No, write it in a way that says that, oh, you're learning, you're willing to learn, and you're also looking for a job. There's a way that you can always spin it. Thank God that we have ChatGPT, we have cloud AI. There's so many things that we have that can help you spin those type of narrative to show that, oh, this person is learning, this person is starting his career or a career, and she wants to build from there. The skill sets that you have, the experience and the accomplishments, you have to put them. That way, at least when people know that, oh, this person is starting, but this person wants to learn, they will help you more because they know that you want to learn. So now engage in data community. So you have your data community Africa that owns Data First Africa. We have Power Addicts, you have data engineering community, we have young data professionals, we have MLOps. MLOps are machine learning people, you have data science Nigeria, you have women in data network. There's so many communities that you can join, so many. Even this community that you are in also is also a community, but many of you might even be quiet in that community. You're just learning and you're just living. You do not build relationship with people. That way, nobody knows that you are good at what you say you're good at. You have to talk to people. You have to come out and talk. People will not help you if you don't help yourself. You have to come out and talk. Also, again, be open for informational interviews. What does this mean? It means that reach out to professionals for brief chats. You're going into the data space, you want to talk to somebody now. Most of the time, the mistake you make is that you want to reach out to people who are up there that you know that they are busy. Those are the people you want to reach out to. Is wrong. Reach out to people who are 2 years that senior is you in this thing. Like, let's say somebody who started in 2022, somebody who started in 2020, somebody who started in 2021. Those people are not really preoccupied that way. It's just like me saying that, oh, okay, I want to reach out to uh, the CEO of a big company like Sterling Bank, just because, oh, because me too, I'm already big in the data space, so I want to reach out to. It really reply me yes, but it doesn't really also make sense, because it's good that maybe you reach out to, let's say, one person that is closer to that person, or one person that is not as big as that person, but the person is also doing very well in his career. Those are the set of people that you reach out to first. They will be more happy to answer your questions. They'll be more happy to answer your questions. Every day now, I receive emails, I receive Twitter's DM, I receive LinkedIn DM like, oh, David, come and mentor me. I cannot mentor everybody. That's the real truth. I cannot, because I also have a community that I run. So if you're part of that community, it's easy for me to mentor you because you're in that part of community. But you will not even have a direct access to me. You have a direct access to the community, and you have many people helping you. That way is more easier. But personally, no. You know why? Because there's so many also other people that is also doing the same thing. So you have to make sure that, okay, who do I reach out to that is 1 year, 2 years better than me, that I can even learn? You build up from there. You build up, you build up, you build up like that. That is something that I want you to look out for. So reach out to professionals that are better than you and say, hi, this is what I'm doing, this is what I'm going through, this is what I'm going through. Even though you are more older than them, as far as they've started their career, they are better than you. So ask them, how do you get here? How do you get here? How do you get this job? How do you get this job? And if they've written maybe a blog post before about it, read up on them and ask questions. That means you did your research before you went to meet them. That is one of the things. If you're going for an event too, look at the speakers. Okay, can I really see this speaker to talk to? I don't know yet, but let me see. Or can I even send a message to this speaker and say, oh, I noticed that you are coming to Data First Africa. These are the things I want to ask questions from you. Is it possible to meet you physically to ask those questions and stuff like that? If they can answer that question directly, they will answer it without you meeting them at Data First Africa. So even though you see them, you don't need to go and meet them. Those are the things that you just need to understand, that in events too, everybody wants to meet everybody. So as much as possible, you try to get faster access. And if there's no access, meet them online. Like now, let's assume that, like, there's one person that is coming to Data First Africa now. The person is Fisayo Fosudo. Now, Fisayo Fosudo, everybody knows Fisayo Fosudo. If you are on YouTube, you know Fisayo Fosudo. It's coming to Data First Africa. Now, let's assume that there is no conversation you want to have with him now. But immediately after the event, maybe there's some questions that you want to ask and you couldn't ask at the event. You shoot him a DM or you shoot him an email like, oh, I saw this. These are the things you said at Data First Africa, but these are the questions I want to ask you about it. That way you build relationship. Always be open to do those things. Don't think that people are not doing it. You just have to be open to ask those questions. Now, leverage your alumni network. This is another thing. You went to Unibet. Look for somebody who went to Unibet that is a data analyst. You went to OAU. Look for somebody who went to OAU that is a data analyst. You went to LASU. Look for somebody who went to LASU that is a data analyst. You went to Unilag. Look for somebody who went to Unilag that is a data analyst. Always use the network that you have. You went to university. Look for somebody that went to the same university with you. It's more easier because that will be the beginning of your conversation. Hi, my name is David Dabu. I graduated from University of Benin 2023 stroke 2024. Oh, and I noticed that you are a data analyst and you also even went to my department. You finished from my department. Hi, good afternoon, sir. These are the things I wanted to ask. because you already have something to network yourself to. You have your alumni, you have, let's say, department, then the person is also a data analyst. The person will likely reply you. Will likely reply you. Always just be open. Always just be open. Always be open to it. Also, again, is that reach out to HR people. There's so many HR people that they are not even popular. Reach out to them, say, hi, I'm a data analyst, so I want to go into data analytics. I want to know if you have employed a data analyst before. What are the type of things that you're looking out for in their CV? You understand? That can we get on a call and stuff? Then you show your own CV. You too, you have worked on your CV very well. You show your own CV and said, oh, does this make sense? Does this make sense? And they also will now look at your CV for you and say, okay, remove this, add this, remove this, add this. Have you done this? Have you done this? That way, you also are now looking at it from an employer point of view, because HR is the first person that you get in contact with and say, okay, you know what? How do I pass through this whole I'm applying for a job, I don't even see the interviews, they even give me too many rejections? That is some way that you have to think from. So you're not looking at only data analysts as friends, you're also looking at recruiters as friends. So those are the things that you're. Am I making sense to everybody? Do I make sense to anybody?
Yes, sir.
Okay, great. So now another thing is that always post your projects. Always post your projects. So the things you're working on, post them. Either people are answering you, people are not answering you, post them. Nobody will beat you. Nobody will beat you. Nobody liked it. No worries. Post it. Just be posting it. One day you will need it, but post it. Always just post it. Always post it. Always post your things, the projects that you do. Always post it, because that one day that people will now know, oh, who is this Wonola? They will like, Wonola has been here for the past 4 years, but you just don't know him. So sorry. I want to drink water. So they say, oh, Wonola has been here for the past 4 years. Oh, nobody knows her because, she's just a quiet person. But if we go through your profile, they will now say that this person has been doing amazing work. Maybe it was just one opportunity that just blew up our page and finish. People will know you. People have stories. People just don't come out of and say, this person just came out and just starts making sense. No, they've been making sense. You just do not know. You just do not know. It's just the same way Data First Africa. The moderator was saying that this is first Data First Africa, but Data First Africa has been happening for the past since 2021 or 2022. As long as 2022. So you will always there must be always a story for you. So you don't think that, oh, no, I have to wait until I'm so sure that people will follow me or people will like the thing I'm posting. No, always post. People like it, people don't like it, post. Tag people, they don't like it, they don't comment, post. Just post. Post and improve. You will get there. So just post and improve. Now is that always read books. If it's possible, you read books. It's very good you read books. Understanding data visualization. You can see books there, Guideline to Landing a Data Job by Mubarak. So one of my friends wrote a book recently, just came out like 2 weeks ago. He's in the US, but he wrote the book for the data community people. So Guideline in Landing a Data Analyst Role. You can buy that book. Very, very good, because I proofread it, so you can buy it. You also have Storytelling with Data. That is a very good book. And also Business on Intelligence, Insight and Innovation Beyond Analytics and Big Data. Always just read books. It's good for you to read books. It makes you understand conversations around data. It's not just about Power BI versus Tableau. Excel. Oh, I love Excel. I don't love Excel. I love Power Query. I don't love Power Query. No. Data as a whole is a big conversation. It has nothing to do with products. Those are products. Power Query, Tableau, Power BI, Azure, AWS, all those ones are just products. but data is a real conversation, is a real industry on its own. The data industry, the data ecosystem is a real industry. You want to read about, you want to understand it. AI is also an industry on its own. Talk about it. Those are the other things that you want to be talking about. So the last thing, I think this is the last thing. I'm sure, yeah, this is the last thing. Always, um, always understand that you have to stay consistent in this game. If you think that you just want to do data within 1 year, if I don't see a job, I want to switch to product design. You stay for 1 year, you now switch to product management. You stay for 1 year, you now that by the time that you are in product management, 3 years already has gone. The person, you and the person that started in year one, maybe that one have even seen a job in year two or year three. But you need to understand that you have to be consistent. You have to be consistent. If you are consistent, you follow the things I say you should do, you will get it at the end of the day. You always get it at the end of the day. It's just that most of the time, people don't want to follow through with what they need to follow through. So look at it again. Just snap a picture of it and you'll be fine. People don't want to follow through what they need to follow through. People don't want to follow through. So you need to understand that it's a marathon. Networking is a marathon. You don't go to Data First Africa, talk to people, and you leave. And you think, oh, next year I will meet you again. No, 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 no. You're supposed to move from Data First Africa and maybe have a lunch one day or have a pizza one day. So, can we go to a pizza hangout? Let's talk about your new career and stuff like that. Just you need to build it. You need to build it. You can say, but David, we are in Tunubu time. Oh, nobody can be spending money anyhow. You are using money to look for money. You need to understand that it is money you use to look for money. You have to be intentional about the jobs. You have to be intentional about talking to people. If you're not intentional about it, people will just think that you're talking to them because you want to gain something from them. You have to be intentional about these friendships or about networking as a whole. If you can do that, then you will be good. So thank you very much. I hope you've learned something. Back to the moderator. If there are questions and answer, please you can ask me.
Oh, thank you very much for the amazing session, sir. I really discovered one thing about you too, that we both support Liverpool FC. So, as we usually do here, please, if you have any question, kindly raise up your hand and I will admit you. So, I have a new, we have Joseph here. So, please, you can unmute your mic and ask question. Hello, Joseph. Please, you can ask your question now. Any other person while we are waiting for Joseph? So I'm going to unmute Victory now. Victory, you can speak. Victory, please unmute your mic.
Hello, good evening.
Good evening.
Can you hear me?
Yes, yes.
All right. David, thanks so much for that amazing section. I really jot down some few points. Thank you very much. Please, my question may not be so much of a networking issue. I just want to say, ask, find out this on, so I'll know where to improve or what to do next. Well, I projects I'm working with Power BI and SQL and Excel. I build projects, and I've been doing that for a while now. I don't have a role. I've not got a data job, nothing from data, or I just keep building projects. Please, I'd like to know what more can I do to improve so that I can attract a job and something to just do, because I don't want to be too confident that, okay, I'm okay with Power BI, I'm okay with Excel, but what other things do I need to learn? How do I improve so that I can get a good job and all that? Thank you.
Okay, Victory, you don't need to unmute yourself. Just stay with me. I mean, you don't need to mute yourself. Stay with me. I want to ask you some questions. When do you start doing the project?
I started in last year.
What do you do currently?
I'm a teacher.
You're a teacher.
But I want to. Yes, I'm a teacher.
In Lagos?
Yes, in Lagos. But I don't want to continue in that line. I want to move towards data. So
I understand your point. I understand. But I'm coming. I just want to understand. I want to make sure that I understand your scenario so I don't give you a generic answer. So you're a teacher currently. You do data, but you have been doing data projects. Data projects that you have been doing were normal generic data projects or data projects that only you did it.
Well, it's just normal. It's not only me doing it. When I mean data project, I mean you work on data sets, you get data set from different sources, cargo and all that.
The data set that you got from different sources, is it where maybe somebody told you guys to go and do it, or you saw a problem, you went to look for the data to use it to solve it? Which one?
No, it's not. I saw a problem that I use it to solve it. I just get data from all the data sites, and then I use them to do the project. That's actually what I do.
So it wasn't solving any problem.
No, really.
Now that is number one. You start seeing, I want to just open your eyes to see things. Secondly, you are in the education space. Are you telling me that there is nothing that you have done in your project that solves something within the education sector?
No, I have not solved a problem in the education sector. There was a time I collected data in my office. I collected JAM student results in my office. I needed to do a comparison between what we have in the current performance this year as against the previous years. But unfortunately, they didn't keep record of the previous year. So this one I had was more or less just useless. So I still have those data in my system.
Now you need to understand that there is no way that they will not keep it, one, because I know that they always have all these sheets, all these report sheets that they have for all the old classes. They have it every year. That blue one, except they've changed though. So there's one blue big card that teachers used to hold like this that they used to use to mark for different people within the class. Now, what I'm just trying to let you know is that the education sector that you are in has a lot of problems, but you have never used a data to solve it. You've never gone and look for data and say, I want to look for data. There is archive.ng that has data within the different sectors. You've never done that. Now, the data that you are using are data that everybody have used one day or one other time. So there's nothing specific to you. There's nothing specific between Victory and Miriam. There's nothing differentiating you and Zainab. There's nothing that somebody will see and say, oh, this person did this, this person did this. Oh, maybe this person should be able to solve this. There is nothing. Even the projects that you did normally, anybody who have been able, if I see the project right now, it's no more than bar chart and pie chart and card visual that you put there. Am I lying, Victory?
Yes. No, that's true.
So there is really nothing separating you from the other person. That is one. There is nothing separating you from any other person here. We have like 80-something people here. There's nothing separating you from them. So the major thing is that you need to understand that you cannot beat another person if both of you are doing the same thing. That other person will likely beat you if the person have more connections. So doing projects since last year to this time, doing projects, you being a teacher and stuff, you have to combine all of them together and say, okay, what will make me be, because now you have industry, you have like a domain knowledge, education, you have technical
Yes.
skill set, data. You have to be able to
Yes.
combine them together. That way, even though your teacher, different teachers that you have there, you can now tell them that, hey, so this is one big problem that we have. Even within your school, I don't know how big your school is, but you have to know that definitely you can always apply to other schools. I know that there are teachers who make money, but that is fine. It's good if you don't want to go into that route. But wherever you are currently, you have to be using that data. Then that is the only way when you move, when you even get an opportunity to do an interview, they will know that this person has been using this data before. So that is one thing that you have to look at. Doing that data from 1 year is fine. Everybody has been having that kind of issues. And also, again, can you remember that we are also in recession? So jobs, people are even more losing jobs than even getting jobs this period. So that's another thing. So don't be hard on yourself about that. And I know that you're just trying to survive using the education side, but look at it as an opportunity for you to build up your data skill set and work on real work. That way you can build it up from there. Now, even as simple as even Power Platform, you can also even add Power Platform to your skill sets. Build applications within the school for people to use within the school. Now, one thing is that they might not value it right now, but you are learning something. You are providing solution. Always understand that you want to use data to provide solution, not to do Power BI. You're not using data to do Power BI. You're using data to build solutions. You need to understand from that angle. Mary asked this question and said, how do one get data? See, that question has always been answered every time. Go online, you will see data. There's so many data, so many. You go online, you see data. What is the next question?
Thank you
Any
very
next
much.
question? Yeah, you're welcome, Victory. Don't worry, you'll be victorious soon.
So any other question from anybody? Any question?
Okay. So since there are no questions, so I'll close this. One thing about it also again is that Victory is currently hard to get jobs. Currently, I understand that. And that's why also again, the hackathon that is going on in Data First Africa, I don't know if it's closed yet. Maybe it was yesterday, get closed, or maybe on Monday. Try also and build a team around it and go for the hackathon. You might get to the top level, to the top 5, and you might build a solution that can help you. So I just want you to come out. I know that it's tough. I know that it's very, very tough this period. Even to many of us, it's tough this period, sincerely. The economy is tough this period. So, but just understand that it will take a while, but I want you to just find a way to make sure that you are not doing the same thing that every other person is doing. If you are doing that same thing that every other person is doing when it comes to just doing normal projects, doing this, posting SQL, posting Power BI, you're not building solution. You're not really solving problem. You're not solving problem. So you have to find a way to solve problem. And that is the major thing. If you can solve problem, you can always get a job. Don't think about Power BI. Don't think about SQL. Think about solving problem. Then you now use Power BI to solve that problem. So that is the way I want you to think of. That is the value itself. That is the value itself. Nobody employ you because you know Power BI. No, they employ you because you can translate Power BI to a solution within the company. So that is just it. ATM, you want to ask a question? You're welcome, Vichy.
Okay, ATM, please withdraw money for us. So please mute your mic. You can ask your question now. While we are waiting for ATM, Khalid, I've allowed your mic. Please, you can ask your question now. Any one of you. Khalid or ATM? Or if you're having network issue, you can drop it in the chat.
Hear me? Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you, sir.
Oh, good evening, sir. I'm so much honored and grateful to be here and listen to our mentor, as a person of David Abu, on the Analysts extra mentorship program and everything that he has highlighted in it. So I really want to say thank you very much. And also, I would like to ask, you made mention of this hackathon that is at Data Fest that is coming up. I don't know if it has closed already though, but I am somehow interested in it, and I'll be on Twitter. I think I asked for people if I would be able to see persons that I will pair with, like a data engineer and data scientist, but I have not got any response yet. I don't know. I is like I've never done it before. I don't know the process to follow, and also if I'm not able to see data engineer or data scientist, is it possible to kind of group up with maybe some other data analysts that we can, maybe some will register as data science and data engineer as far as we got the project executed? Is it possible like that? Thank you.
Okay. So it would be nice for, so you tweet about that you're looking for that you want to join, but always remember that you have to you have to go for what you want. So you are the one that's supposed to go and look for them. Because you're the one that wants to be in the competition, you look for them. If you tweet it, yeah, some people can come in and say, hey, hi. But if they don't know you too, you know, all this competition thing, if they know somebody before now, and that's where this still the same networking still comes in place. If I know you before today, and the competition is coming, and I've known you that you're a good data analyst, it's easy for me to say, Alpha, there's one competition, oh, come, let us do it together. Networking. So you have to go out and look for them. That's one. Secondly, also is that yes, anybody can come in and apply. But it's good that you have a data engineer because you'll be doing some engineering work, you'll be doing some science work, you'll be doing some analytics work. So it's just how it works. Just how it works. So that is it. I think I've answered your question. I saw some questions here. Is like, is it actually possible to build project without solving a solution? Because I feel like each project you build is towards something. Most of the time, it's not solving anything. Sincerely, most of the time they are all dummy datas. Dummy data. So some people are maybe using it to just learn their skill set, improve on the visualization and something. But that is not what data is. That is not what analytics is. Company, it's just as if we are saying that First Bank, First Bank is telling their data analysts to just do Power BI work without just to do Power BI work. No, no, no. Even though it's towards something, you have to make sure that if it's towards you building your skill set, that is fine. But we're talking about projects that people can relate to that said, oh, okay, I understand it. Oh, I love this project. I love this project. Something like that. Let me give you for example. I think somebody was asking for examples. So Tina Okonkwo project that she did after 4 months of learning, I think it was 2022. After 4 months of learning, Tina Okonkwo's project was, so there was a movie that came out in 2022. I can't remember that movie. I think I need to just remember, but there's a movie that came out. Tina Okonkwo did a Twitter analytics of that movie. Like the people who like the movie, why they like the movie. She did survey, she did analytics. Real Housewife of Lagos. Thank you. Real Housewife of Lagos. She did like a full analysis, to the point that movies directors saw the analytics. She did a full Twitter analytics of everything. The report was so good that she only learned Power BI for 4 months and she got a job with that report. The report even was trending at a point because the movie was coming out, Real Housewife of Lagos. They just showed that movie and she was running analytics, every analytics on it. And she pushed out. And at that time too, she was not popular now. She was just a normal person that was learning Power BI and analytics. So she just did it. So it's not as if that she was as popular as now. That we can say, oh, Tina is popular. No. She was just normal person that was doing it. So she did it. And see what she did. She did something unique. She focused on the trend, something that was trending as at that time. 2, she focused on a technical skill set. 3, she now did an analytics of both of them. Put them together. And because people love the movie, I guess, I think people love it. People were able to relate with it. And if you see, she put pictures of all the actresses inside that visual. There's a way she did it. That is why I'm telling you that you cannot say, oh, this is what you want to do. No, it has to be towards something. So now imagine somebody who is a movie person, and our movie industry in Nigeria has not got to that point, but abroad, people look at the numbers of what people are saying. Imagine that it was Netflix, like let's say Netflix, like we're in the US. It might be easy for Netflix to say, for this person to do this analytics, let us even just interview her for our data team, for her to be doing reports on different movies that comes out on Netflix. That is another way. So you need to understand that you need to understand why you're doing it. This project, if you can do a project because you want to learn how to improve on Power BI, Excel, that is fine. But if you are saying projects that will hit somewhere, and people will say, I want to talk to you about this project, because the project is you alone. You are the only one that did it. You are the one that went to source for that data. You are the one that went to do everything. You did data gathering to data analytics. You are the one. It's not as if somebody went to look for it for you. It's easy for you to talk your experience around that. It's easy for you to win around that. So that's what I want you to look at from. So I hope you guys understand when I'm talking about doing projects. I'm not saying you should not do projects, but I'm saying that you should not do normal projects. You can do normal projects, but do passion projects that it is only you that understand what you did. And it is very, very good, like industry standard reports. That is when you are going to see the rating. There was even one of our person, Iguola, her name on Twitter, I've forgotten her name. She was the one, she worked with paid HR. She was the one she led a company to do the economic analytics of people who are earning salaries in Lagos. There was one analytics that happened like that on Twitter. She did that. That tweet also went viral because it was the company that did, but she was one that led that strategy. She did everything. She did all the analytics and everything like that. She got promoted after 2 weeks. After 2 weeks, she sent me a message like, they don't promote me. Oh. That is how it works. You cannot just say, oh, you want to be doing project and project. No, you have to do impactful projects. When you do impactful projects, there is no way that you are not leaving other people behind you, because you know that you're already doing something that people is seeing, people can see, and people can come out and say, yes, you are running this analytics and stuff like that. So you have to find a way to be unique. That's just it. You have to find a way to be unique. I hope I've answered your question. Hello, moderator.
Yes, sir. Thank you very much, sir. So I think it's Khalid that just answered this is right now. So please, anybody with question again before we round up? Last question. So ATM again. Please, you can unmute your mic now. ATM. While we are waiting for you, caller Wale, you can ask your question. Caller Wale, unmute your mic.
Yeah, good evening. Can you hear me now?
Yes, sir.
All right. Good evening, Mr. David. And thanks for the section. I so much appreciate everything. I've learned a lot. So very quickly, my question is, let me say that I need your advice. Yeah, let me just put that straight. I've been in let me say I started learning data analysis 2022. And let me say majorly now, based on the fact that I'm still in the academic environment, I'm actually running my master's at the moment. So let me say that most of the projects that I've been doing, I've been analyzing data for students, both master's degree, PhD, and then also, let me say, final year students. So I've been doing more of academic data sets and, let me say, statistical stuff. That does not mean that maybe I'm not doing personal project of maybe sales and everything. So let me say, okay, I had this interview like 2 months ago with what's the name of this company that take what's it called, security for Nigerian Stock Exchange. So I noticed that I had this issue during the interview, which was the fact that they were looking for a data analyst that can actually handle their SQL, what's it called, very well, and knows more about Oracle and can handle their SQL. So it was at the interview I knew that, okay, there was a gap. I don't be getting me, not because of I've not learned SQL, and not because of I didn't know SQL, I know SQL, but the fact that most of the things that I've been doing has been around academics alone. I've not really worked with any organization. I've not done what. But then I run analysis, let me say, virtually every month. I run either master's, PhD, and everything. So I run. So now I need your advice on how I can actually, let me say, balance things to ensure that me leaving the academic environment, I will be able to like kind of fit in myself and get my feet around working with organizations. I don't know if you understand me now, working with organizations and being able to make use of the experience that I have outside of, because during the interview, I remember that the HR and also those who were on the panel, they were telling me that, oh, because of I've not worked with organizations, that they really need someone that has worked with an organization before, that's not just someone that is coming in because the role is not an entry role. I say I understand that it's not an entry role, but then I've been in this field for quite some time. So I need your advice on how I can actually manage and also, let me say, put a balance to what I've been doing outside of organizations, what I've been doing in the academic space when it comes to data analysis, and me pivoting, or let me say, looking for opportunities in an organization or in an industry. So that's my question. I just need your advice on how you think I can actually.
Caller.
Yeah. Yes,
so
sir.
you are majorly in research, not really analytics.
Let me say that. Let me say research exactly, because I do data collections for master students. I do, and I also do the analysis. Let me say I've done recently. I posted one of the project that I finished last month or last week. I posted it on LinkedIn. That was same last week. So I do more of research, analysis, and stuff like that in the academic
Which
space.
product do you use for your analysis for all those your research work?
I
Which
I use majorly SPSS, Minitab, and because definitely there are statistical analysis. There are statistical analysis. Though I have some, let me say, some very big data that we collected, or let me say some of my client gave me, that I'm
yeah.
hoping to actually visualize them, because I'm currently writing my exam. So I'm hoping to visualize them before the end of this year. I'm just keeping all the data sets, and I hope to visualize everything and put it out there. But then I've done the statistical part and we've submitted. Most of them they've even graduated and all. But then I'm hoping to visualize most of those data at the end of this year. So that's it.
So the major thing is that so you're not doing badly. One, you're a student first. Abby, you're a student, correct?
I'm a master student. I'm a master student.
Master student. Okay. So now
Exactly.
you're not doing badly, but you just want to make sure that when you leave masters, you should be fit for an organization, correct?
Exactly.
So the major thing you will now focus on is industry work. Now, those people that give you research work, you need to find people to give you industry type of work to do. That
Okay.
is one of the biggest way for you to wrap up, because right now you will not do SQL when you're doing research. Even though you know
Exactly.
it, you won't do it. So
That's true.
you have to now go and like, so now there's so many SQL projects or projects here, projects that you can pick up online, that you can see what they do. Now, also again is that you need to also remember that because you are not entry level, yeah, because that job is not entry level, you don't need to blame yourself. Don't blame yourself about
That,
it. It's not entry level. Even me too.
yes.
I've been to some interview that they want core SQL, and I say I don't have that skill set, and it's not bad. It's not bad. You need to understand that it's not bad. That's how it comes with the job hunting. But also is that because you are more focused on academics, you need to switch very fast to industry type of analytics, industry type of
Okay.
projects. Because right now you hardly use Power BI. You hardly
Okay.
use Power BI, you hardly use Excel, you hardly use Tableau, you hardly use Python, you hardly use AWS, you hardly use Azure, you hardly use all those type of
Well,
things.
sorry for cutting short. The thing is, let me say, Tableau and everything, because I build models too. I do a little of what's it called, data science too,
Okay,
and I also teach. I teach at the Akure Tech Hub here in Ondo
okay,
State in Akure. I teach them
okay.
Tableau, teach them Excel, teach them everything. So let me say that I have knowledge cut across all these things. But the fact that most of the job that I've been doing in the last 2 or 3 years has actually been coming in the line of education, academics, not organization.
It's still the same thing that we are saying. And you do now know,
Okay.
and let me now give you another funny problem that you have. The people that you are teaching those Tableau, eh?
Okay.
They are
Yeah,
not working in any organization. They just start learning it.
that's
Correct?
true.
True
That's
of
true.
us.
That's true. That's true. They are all
Good.
beginners.
Exactly. Let me give, for example, my own. When I was working for D Brown Consulting in Nigeria, I was teaching. I was teaching professionals, like I was teaching MTN, Stanbic IBTC. I taught 600 staff of Stanbic IBTC. I was traveling from Lagos, Abuja, Ibadan, Port Harcourt. I was training. I trained Total. Some of the big guys in Flutterwave, I trained them. I trained Flutterwave. These people will come every day with their data. Imagine you teach them Excel. Let's say you teach them Excel VLOOKUP. They'll say, David is a lie. You cannot teach me this VLOOKUP and tell me that VLOOKUP is as easy as this. You know what they will now do? They will come tomorrow. They will now bring their problem. The problem that they
Wow.
are paying them 500,000 that they don't know. They will now bring it to me. I should now solve it using the same VLOOKUP, because they will say that they tried it with VLOOKUP but it did not work. Now, I will now use
So,
their own workload to teach them. Do you now know what I have done like that? I have gotten experience.
experience, that's true.
So, but right now, what you are doing, you don't get any experience from anywhere. The people you are teaching Tableau and all those ones, they've not seen it before. So even though you tell them A is B or B is C or C is D, they will accept it like that. They'll say, Oga Kola, you can teach. Either you teach them rubbish or not. So you need to switch from academics to industry. Immediately you do that, you already have skill set. So that is not the problem. You switch. Immediately you switch. Every other thing will be added on to you.
Wow, thank you very much. I so much appreciate your response in the fact that I am actually an industrial chemist by profession. That's what I studied in school, and I'm currently doing for master. And my long-term goal with data analytics, when I wanted to move into data analytics, I asked myself, why? Why do you want to go into this? And my long-term was that I want to see how I can connect chemistry and data together, and I'm hoping to actually work with industries. So immediately you make mention of me looking forward to the industry. I knew that you are actually on point, and you've actually seen through the lessons of the things I'm doing and all. So I so much appreciate your response. Thank you very much, sir. It's nice. I hear from you. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. You're welcome. So I will need to go off soon. I have like 3 minutes on my 3% on my laptop right now. So I'm so sorry I have to go off, but I think I've been able to do justice to this session, moderator. Have I?
Yes, sir. Thank you very much, sir.
I really do appreciate it. Thank you very much to you guys. I will see you at Data First Africa. See you there. Thank you. Take care.
Okay. So please drop a like.